Hey YouTube, this is the Irish Pollock. Let's get over the fact that I haven't made a video in forever. I've heard this message a lot by a lot of atheists. I recently saw it on The Amazing Atheists, a few quick announcements, which isn't really quick at all because it's 2.5 hours, but whatever. Anyways, somewhere along the 20-minute mark, The Amazing Atheist mentions the fact that if God gives us a choice and says, well, you can either do my will or not, but if you don't do my will, you're going to hell, then that's not really free will, is it? I want to discuss this because I really don't understand why he's saying this, and I see a lot of people answer this, and maybe I'm just confused. So, here's what I'm thinking. You If you have a choice to survive or not survive, you're going to choose to survive, right? One would argue that that's not free will, right? Anyways, I don't have a real rebuttal for this, but I just feel like it is free will. You have a choice to do whatever you want. If you want to starve yourself to death, you can. If you want to make choices and those choices are bad for you, the consequences are bad, then you have a right to make that choice. And how is that not free will if you have to deal with those consequences? Just because there are consequences that are bad, how does that make it not free will? Okay, now, obviously we could get into a larger discussion about what happens when we die. Because a lot of people will say, well, you either go to hell in eternal damnation, or you go to heaven. You go to eternal paradise. And I'm not so sure that that's exactly how things are. I've given this example before of living in the wilderness, let's say in Siberia, and God's heaven is in a giant ski lodge where everybody hangs out and just parties. Now you can either do God's will and hang out with God, or stay in the wilderness for the rest of your life. Well, for the rest of eternity after death. And you might be able to survive, and it might be okay, but it's probably going to be kind of annoying and painful, and whatever the case is, because you're not with God. You're kind of out in space around, everywhere outside of the ski lodge. And this is probably a horrible example, but I really want to hear your explanations, because I'm tired of hearing this argument that, well, it's not really free will if you're giving two things and the consequences of the one aren't or something that we don't want, and the consequences of doing the right thing are good things. I mean, it just, you have, let's say we have free will. I have free will every day to not go to work, but I go to work because I know that I'm going to get paid, and if I don't go to work, then I don't get paid, and if I don't get paid, then I don't survive, because I don't have money to buy food, I don't have money to hang out with my friends, and whatnot. So, please, I would really love to hear what you guys have to say about this and your comments. So if you can respond to this in a video, I'd love to hear from you. And I really appreciate the fact that my subscriptions has been going up, even though I haven't really made a video. So please let me know how you think. Please thumbs up the video. Also, subscribe to me. I really appreciate that too. And thanks a lot. Okay, bye.